My high school in particular had two very wacky, seemingly crazy character principals back to back. Now, the first one is the main one that I want to talk about because I didn't really know him too personally and I don't really have any personal allegations towards him, but a lot of people do. I don't think that those claims are very valid. I think that a lot of the allegations made toward him are not like they don't hold up. Yes, of course, I'm talking about Dr. Kenny. Recently, I have been made aware of this right here, this Sundance TV documentary that's coming out about it. Like, I went to school here, bro. Like, I walked these halls. Let's watch this. Because it's kind of, I'll give you the contents about it after.
We're going to go on a pleasant trip. A trip to help you to improve something in your life. You'll be going into a deep hypnotic trance.
What the heck is happening in Northport? Why are students dying?
Okay, it's a true crime story. Basically, he got accused of hypnotizing two students to commit suicide, and another student ended up in a car accident and had passed away. A very beloved student that everybody was very upset about. Now, bringing this up, like digging this back up again, like I'm very disappointed in Sundance for even doing this. I understand, like, ooh, oh my god, it was a hypnotist principal. Oh my god. Like I understand that the story seems very wacky, but at the same time, there was a lot of people who were very close to me who were very hurt about this. There were a lot of people from, especially the class before me, not really so much my class, but the class before me was extremely affected by this, and it was very sad. Now, back to what was actually happening. Now, most of the children and parents that were like involved had consent. Like, they required consent to do this hypnosis, and I'm not even one to particularly believe in hypnosis. Like, I think it's kind of but at the same time, when like two students commit suicide and one student dies in a car accident, like, people are pointing fingers at Dr. Kenny. They've been pointing fingers at him for years. So I think that the point of bringing this back up to talk about this on a true crime documentary is kind of absurd. Was he like ever like actually like convicted of anything or like arrested? Yeah, no, he was never like arrested unless there was like, it was a long time ago. Oh, settled lawsuit. What happened with the lawsuit? Okay, hang on. This source says the families of 3 Florida teenagers who died shortly after their principal hypnotized them will receive $200,000 settlement. This was back in 2015. This source even goes on to like deliberately say he hypnotized around 75 people, sometimes in one-on-one settings. A student who played basketball said that he hypnotized him 30 to 40 times to improve his concentration. Yeah, so this suicide rate has been really bad for a long time. So, I think it's ridiculous to just throw that all on him. Again, like, I don't know. I wasn't personally hypnotized myself, so I've never been there. I don't know if there was malintent. I don't believe there was malintent. I believe people making allegations is wrong, especially without evidence. Like, you can't just blame things on someone because they did something that's strange to you. Like, immediately after we had Dr. Kenny as our principal, we got, I forget his name, we got a magician. Bro, I watched this dude drop a fucking bowling ball out of like a little book, like I think a yearbook or something. He dropped the whole bowling ball out of it. I fucking blew my mind. Like, I understand it's just, you know, smoke and mirrors. But at the same time, it's like, what if it isn't? What's anything about the hypnotism? Like, I don't like particularly believe in hypnotism. Like, I mean, maybe. I don't know. I wasn't there. I didn't do it. I just think it's particularly upsetting that Sundance actually came out with like, was coming out with some kind of documentary. Who posted this? AMC Plus? AMC?
Into a deep hypnotic trance.
What the heck is happening in Northport? Why are students dying?
Okay, so they actually do have it on YouTube. I was looking for it. This is like the only clip of it, because like I couldn't find it anywhere else. Bro, AMC posted that as a short, bro? AMC's been doing really good, but that upsets me quite a bit. It's like, why do we keep doing these things? Why do we keep making these shows? Why do we keep making these documentaries and these things about stuff? Like, we've already made actual documentaries about real killers, like Jeffrey Dahmer. So that's why when we came out with Dahmer, the Netflix like series, it was kind of like upsetting. It was upsetting because Netflix did not reach out to the very real families of the victims to let them know, hey, we're making a show and you're involved, but we're not telling you. So they didn't contact anybody when they made Dahmer. They didn't tell anyone, hey, there's someone playing you in a show. They didn't say that. Like, so these show Dahmer got very famous very quickly, and it just reaches those, you know, families, and they're like, what the fuck? Like, this is how I feel about the Dr. Kennedy situation and the Sundance coming out with a fucking documentary about my fucking high school, about a very beloved principal that a vast majority of people actually don't believe he did anything bad. Like, he's hypnotized tons of kids to help improve concentration, was apparently the whole thing. There was consent involved and yada yada yada. So I mean, I don't fucking know. Maybe, but to come out and to actually claim that he did without evidence is deplorable, is disgusting. Leave him alone. Like, just leave him alone. Stop fucking with him. Like, I mean, that's what most people want. The only reason I fucking brought it up was because, wow, I saw that Sundance was making a full-blown fucking documentary about it. I'm fairly fucking sure that the YouTuber who went to high school there, who is talking about it, who gets like 40 to 30 views per video, isn't gonna really, you know, make his life any harder. Well, if he wanted to kill people, why did he stop at 3? Why didn't he hypnotize the police? Why didn't he hypnotize the media? Like, why didn't he hypnotize Sundance? Don't make a documentary about me. I don't know. I want, if you have any evidence or anything like that shows that he might have actually been involved in like suicide or any of these things with these kids, then fucking show me, because I don't believe it. I'm just saying, why did he stop there? Why? If he could hypnotize people to kill himself, why didn't he just go all the way to the president? Why didn't he just hypnotize his way all the way up? Why isn't he the president right now? It's like, come on, bro. If he was still a skilled enough hypnotist to convince a fucking person, a teenager, still a person. Come on, Brandon. If he could convince a person to commit suicide, then why can't he convince fucking people like that he didn't do it or something? Like, why hasn't he tried like some kind of mass like Mad Mod? Why is he Mad Mod from Teen Titans? Like, I don't know. That's all I wanted to talk about today. Leave that man alone. Stop doing this shit.
Complete.